Diddy is well known to all. Whenever he can, he has been ridiculing Beyoncé and Jay-Z ever since. Diddy has been at their necks from the start of his trial and the public revelation of their identities. The 1950s seems to be about more than just Beyoncé's poor ticket sales during her Cowboy Carter tour, which he most recently ridiculed. According to Diddy, there is also a tape of Jay-Z and Beyoncé at one of his bizarre parties.
Let's start. You're going into the Jay-Z thing.
Yeah.
So recently we just saw, which we look at the accusations.
Yeah.
You know, and we're gonna get to Diddy as well. But you look at the accusations, and there's an accusation about Jay-Z and Diddy and a teenager, 13-year-old teenager.
Right.
And we were speaking about just the statement.
Right.
The statement, you were saying you felt like that was calculated.
That was the statement is something from, you can tell it was written by a lawyer.
These are utterly ridiculous accusations, especially considering the fame and industry influence of Jay-Z and Beyoncé. Even certain Grammy nominations are reportedly only accepted with the couple's approval. So when Jay-Z and Beyoncé are chosen to take that glittering trophy again, almost every Grammy winner in the music business has to give them a shout-out. Blocking the internet is impossible, but that is only a theory.
Beyoncé, you're amazing, yeah.
The fact that Beyoncé made a country record changed the game. So thank you.
Beyoncé.
Beyoncé had one of the best videos of all time. One of the best videos of all time.
Thank you to Beyoncé. Thank you to Beyoncé.
I'll have to say thank you to Beyoncé, just so that way we keep the guest community safe. Someone had to.
50 Cent does not hesitate to bash the Carters, despite Jay and Beyoncé's influence. It appears like Beyoncé's fame is evaporating every second, and Jay-Z is taking comfort in that. Jay's been very quiet and hasn't utilized any power maneuvers, but it seems like Beyoncé is trying to make as much money as she can before it all goes away. That Beyoncé has been so busy creating so many companies, performing live, and releasing album after album is odd, isn't it?
Look, when Jay signed his contract, the big one was with Beyonce. When he signed that contract, the marriage contract, he got trophies. Now those trophies came rolling in, buddy. He started getting Grammys left and right, man. I mean, look, if you look at his career,
You're gonna let him say that? Jay was getting Grammys.
He had one.
Exactly.
He had one.
And he didn't show up.
He has like 20 now.
Although 50 argue that awareness of the problem, rather than bad timing, is more likely to be default. The recession is occasionally cited as the reason why Beyoncé's Cowboy Carter tour failed. The Beehive are starting to realize Beyoncé's true feelings.
With ticket sales this low, the one-named permanent A-list singer might bail on the whole tour. She isn't all that thrilled about doing it anyway. And again, this is allegedly Beyoncé. And the related headline reads, Beyoncé Cowboy Carter tour not selling tickets. Beyoncé may have bitten off more than she can chew. The pop superstar may have topped the country chart for her Cowboy Carter album, for which she won her first Album of the Year award from the Grammys, but her ticket sales for the recently announced Cowboy Carter tour have been lackluster and she has yet to sell out any shows. According to Ticketmaster and StubHub, tickets for all shows on her tour, which kicks off at the end of April.
He poked at Beyoncé with an Instagram post where he wrote, "It's getting real out here. Hey, the tickets ain't selling."
Getting serious out here. Hey, tickets aren't being sold at the moment. It's not just 50 that's out here teasing Jay-Z and Beyoncé, he said in a mocking Instagram post. This Diddy case has been dragging a lot of celebrities down the gutter, and it would seem that Beyoncé and Jay-Z are not immune to it. A-list celebrities were seen on camera at Diddy's parties, among other startling revelations from the FBI's probe into his home. Remember, Diddy is accused of photographing these celebrities without their consent, and their identities have already been connected to the incident. Some of those films purportedly showed Beyoncé and Jay-Z participating, and on an episode of Shannon Shari, DeBob even alluded to their attendance at one of those after parties.
I was at a party at Diddy crib in LA. This was the beginning of 2020. You know what I mean? Diddy had put everybody else out the crib, like the influx of people he had put them out. but he had took a liking to me in particular around the time, man. It was really, you know what I mean, like putting his arm around me.
Right.
So he had put majority of the people out, but he allowed me to stay in there. Me and, you know, maybe about 15 others, you know,
right.
Jay-Z and Beyonce being, you know, 2 of the other 15 people in the room. So that'll just put into perspective of the type of company I was in at the moment, you know. And she came over and introduced herself to me like as if she had to. Beyonce, cut it out. But I'm a big fan of your work, you know what I'm saying? Whoop the whoop, and that was just dope. That was dope as hell to me, man. That was dope. That was super dope.
Since Jay-Z abandoned him as soon as he was found, Diddy is now making this information public.
There's been a shocking revelation from federal authorities regarding a highly private and scandalous video involving none other than Jay-Z and Beyoncé, reportedly taken during a wild party hosted by Diddy. Apparently during a Homeland Security raid on Diddy's properties, some rather intriguing discoveries were made, including compromising footage featuring numerous beloved celebrities caught in scandalous situations. Speculation is rife that Diddy intentionally leaked this footage to authorities as a form of revenge against the Carters, allegedly due to their perceived lack of support during his legal battles. It seems he's on a mission.
It has been stated that Conti, a well-known female celebrity, was desperately trying to get her hands on it before it was...
So was just recently contacted by someone who wanted me to essentially represent them in the sale of one of the Diddy tapes.
You're saying that there's tapes and they're being shopped?
Yes, there have been people already shopping.
We've heard about the tapes, but the shopping thing is...
Yes, there already have been tapes leaking around Hollywood, being shopped around to individuals in Hollywood, but one particular person contacted me to shop a particular video they were in possession of and to contact the person who was in the video to see if they were interested in purchasing the video before it became a public knowledge.
I've heard this before, so like a catch and kill.
Catch and kill, correct.
Wow, can you, and I guess you can't reveal the person who is on
No, I can't explain who the person was, but Mr.
High profile?
Mr. Combs was in the tape, and this other person is, I would venture to say, more high profile than Mr. Combs.
Really?
It's speculated that the person who's been trying to get in touch with the media for a while is Beyoncé, whose real name is Jaguar Wright, but no one has been identified. You may remember last year when Nicki Minaj released the whole audio recording of Diddy's tirade against Meek Mill. She said that Meek Mill was one of Diddy's victims.
It seems he's on a mission to embarrass them at any cost. Adding fuel to the fire, an unsettling audio clip allegedly featuring Meek Mill and Diddy has surfaced, courtesy of Diddy's former bodyguard.
And then Milk running the fuck around, about expensive pain in his ass.
Wait, this is Philly you're talking about now. Wait a minute, Jack.
Fuck me.
Wait a minute.
He's a fucking Fruit Loop. He Diddy-fied.
This is Philly.
He's a deep fried period. He Diddy-fied. He Diddy-fried. He the Diddy do-I-bop. Fuck me. Real rap.
You think that audio that they put out was real?
Yeah, that was him. Nicki put that out there. That Nicki recorded that at the freak off in the Calabasas. She been waiting to drop that shit on Meek.
Oh.
She just wasn't gonna tell nobody it was Diddy. But now that Diddy out there, why not?
So then who's the guy who's claiming he recorded it?
According to Jaguar Wright, Jay-Z is worse than Diddy and has utilized well-documented on-camera abuse on her, such as cutting her with a box cutter.
Sean Carter is just as bad as the diddler. And I know that for a fact. I got the scars to prove it. Want to know what a box cutter feels like going into your skin and ripping you? I can tell you how it feels. Y'all ain't seen shit yet. That Cassie shit, that's nothing.
So are you trying to say like Jay-Z put hands on you?
I'm saying Sean Carter remembers everything he did to me and he's got it on tape. Just like Diddy. It's gonna be the women that give him in the end.
A visit to Piers Morgan's show. Jaguar also asserted that Jay-Z was worse than Diddy's kid. Much of what she stated in that interview put Piers Morgan and the Carters in legal hot water. Before Bey's legal team let him be himself, the man had to publicly apologize and run for his life.
Want to know why there's no vindication for me? Because for 4 years, I've been screaming, not just Diddy, but Diddy and Jay-Z are monsters. And the victim-making machine kept going on.
Jay-Z has been notable by his silence since these charges were brought against Diddy. Why do you think that is?
Because that's what he does. He starts little fires everywhere, forces everyone involved to go and carry water while he sneaks away without a response. That changes now, Sean. You must respond. You have no choice. Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, Robert Kelly, Sean Combs have one person in common, professionally and privately. Sean Carter.
The truth keeps coming to light during the trial. Among the celebrities the court has listed and summoned are Young Miami, Lauren London, and Michael B. Since Jay was Diddy's best friend and attended every party, it wouldn't be shocking if Beyoncé and Jay were mentioned as well. We all know how the friendship between Jay and R. Kelly ended, so it's also critical to remember that. You can discover that Jay-Z and Pharrell worked together on the song Young Girl if you look into their relationship more. There, he talks of going out with a 19-year-old. Beyoncé claims that when she was 18 in 1999 or 2000, she first met Jay. Don't bite, Hove. Did you experience it? I could mold you into Janet's lifestyle, have authority over your life. Your little girl is not nearly 21 yet. You're 19. You are, after all, like lightning. I'll give you a call tomorrow. Bey, she said, I was 18 when we first met and 19 when we began dating. Jay-Z did, however, admit in a 2007 interview with Charlie Rose that he first met Beyoncé in 1997 when she was only 16 years old. In their early romance, several of them are prone to making mistakes when it comes to recalling Ba's age. Given that she met Jay-Z at the age of 16, it appears that he enjoys them being wild and youthful, even though she claims to have been 17. 18 or 19, let your imagination take care of that. While you wait, here are some ideas about this entire 50 dilemma. In my opinion, 50 Cent has never lied, and since he is in the game, he has access to a lot of knowledge that the rest of us do not. For these reasons, I listen to him. He is also aware of all the quirks that we would like to hear your opinions regarding the Jay-Z scandal, because many people don't agree with all of these claims. He never hesitates to express the truth, no matter how odd it may seem. Jay-Z, Puff, and even Beyoncé's kids have received Grammys, and they have been overrated for far too long. They have intimidated their way into hits and stolen, but they have never had anything.